Next topic, that is pollination. Pollination, that is transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma, that is the pollination. Transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma known as pollination. Pollination is of three types. First one is of autogamy. Autogamy, it is also known as self-pollination. Autogamy means self-pollination. When the anther and flower both are present in the anther and stigma, both are present in the same flower, means that bisexual flower is there. That time, the pollen grain of same flower transferred to the same flower stigma. Means within the flower, if the pollination occurs within the flower, that is known as autogamy. It is possible when both the, that is pollen grain and stigma is receptible or mature at the same time. Autogamy is possible, otherwise autogamy is not possible. Both the eggs or ovules and pollen grain is mature at the same time. That time autogamy is possible, otherwise autogamy is not possible. Autogamy, that is the self-pollination. In some flowers, just like viola, it is autogamy is there, but in oxalis and commelina, two types of flower is there. One is of chesmogamous and another is of clistogamous. Chesmogamous, that is of open flower, and clistogamous means closed flower. Closed flower means clistogamous. Whenever closed flower is there, always self-pollination is there. That is means always self-pollination will be occur. Just like in pea plants is also self-pollination there due to presence of clistogamous flower. But in chesmogamous flower, that open flower is there, maybe self-pollination or cross-pollination. Self-pollination require whenever that stigma and stamen which close contact to each other and both are matured at the same time. If they are not matured at the same time, the self-pollination will be not there. But in clistogamous flower, both this mature same time and the self-pollination will be there and fertilization occur and the seed will be formed. Second type of pollination, first one is of autogamy, second is of gaetogamy. Gaetogamy, gaetogamy, it is a type of false cross-pollination. Gaetogamy, that is the type of false cross-pollination. Suppose this is the plant, this is the one flower, and this is another flower. Whenever the pollen grain is transferred from here to here, these pollen grains are genetically similar. These are genetically similar, but these pollen grain transfer from one flower stigma, one flower enter to another flower stigma, one flower enter to another flower stigma. That is the gaetogamy. That is false cross pollination. It is not a true cross pollination because the pollination occurs on the same plant but in the different flower. That is gaetogamy, because due to some reasons at that time same flower stigma is not matured, that will be transferred to the another. Next type of pollination, that is of xenogamy. Xenogamy, it is a true cross pollination. True cross pollination means the transfer of pollen grain from one plant flower to another plant stigma. Suppose this is the one plant, this is of another plant. So pollen grain plant transfer from this plant to this plant, that is known as xenogamy. It is true cross pollination. It is of true cross pollination. So here the pollination is of three types. That is autogamy, same transfer pollen grain in the same flower, uh, dichogamy, transfer pollen grain from one plant flower to another flower of the same plants, and xenogamy from one plant to another plant. Transfer pollen grain from one plant to another plant, that is xenogamy. Some adaptations is there for the self pollination and cross pollination, that is homogamy. Homo means same, gamy means maturation. Homogamy means if the both male and female part of the flower will be matured at the same time. Matured at the same time, that is of homogamy. Means homogamy is there, that means self pollination will be there. Homogamy, male part and female part matured at the same time, that is homogamy. Another is of dichogamy. When both the male and female part will not mature at the same time will not mature, that means that self pollination is not there, cross pollination will be occur. And it is also known as heterogamy. Heterogamy, that is the dichogamy, means both the male and female part will not mature at the same time, that is of heterogamy. So these are the some types of adaptations which is present in the flower: homogamy, heterogamy, and then another is of heterostyle. Means that time the stamen, length of the stamen and style will be different. That is the heterostyle. Length of the stamen and style is different, heterostyle, and which is for the cross pollination. So due to heterostyle, cross pollination is there. Sometimes bisexual flower is also adaptation for the self pollination. Bisexual flower is the adaptation for self pollination, but in bisexual it requires always homogamy. Homogamy means both portion will be matured at the same time, that will be self pollination is there. If the bisexual flower, dichogamy is there, self pollination will not there, because if the bisexual flower is there but both the part of the flower will not mature at the same time, so self pollination will not occur. Again, another cross pollination adaptation is unisexual. If the unisexual flower is there, only one sex organ present in the flower, that means self pollination will not occur. So these are the different types of adaptations for self pollination, cross pollination, just like homogamy, heterogamy, herpogamy, bisexual flower, unisexual flower. These are the adaptations for self pollination and cross pollination. Now, agent of pollination. Pollination occurs through different agents. Maybe air, abiotic, that is air, water, and biotic, that is animals. Maybe insect, snails, ants, human beings. These are the different biotic agents that help in the pollination. First of all, we studied that is pollination by the air, that is known as anemophily. Pollination occurs through the air, that is known as anemophily. Some adaptations present in the plants for the air pollination. The pollen grain small, non-sticky pollen grain, non-sticky, nectar absent, nectar absent which is not required, feathery stigma, male flower long, male flower long that is easily distributed inside the air, means well exposed stamen, male flower long, or we can say exposed stamen is there, due to which uh, easily spread, and number of pollen grain is more, number of pollen grain more. These are the some are pollen grain small, that is non-sticky, nectar absent, feathery stigma, male flower is exposed or stamen is exposed, and number of pollen grain present found in the more in amount. These are the some adaptations for the plants which is pollinated with the help of airs. So wind pollinated is quite common in grasses. Wind pollination normally quite common in grasses especially. Second one is of pollination through water, that is known as hydrophily. It is of two types, epihydrophily and another is of hypohydrophily. EP means on the water surface. Upon the water surface, on the water surface, that is epihydrophily, or under the water, that is hypohydrophily. Normally, that water pollination is not common. It is present only in 30 genera of monocots only. In maximum plants, pollination occurs through air or insect, especially insect. But in some plants, mostly in monocots, that water pollination is there, mostly in monocotyledons. Water pollination, that is about 30 genera only water pollination is there. The some examples of water pollinated flower, that is Vallisneria and Hydrilla. In these, pollination occurs through the water. In Vallisneria, these two flowers is there. One is of male flower and female flower. At the time of male flower produce, there is pollen grains and they will reaches on the water level, and at that time female flowers having spring like their flower stalk. At the time of pollination, these spring will be uncoiled, and these flowers reach on the surface of water, and pollination will be there, then after they will coil. So this spring like stalk of the flower present in the female flower of Vallisneria. So at the time of pollination, that spring will be uncoiled, reach on the level of water, contact with the pollen grains, after that again coiled and occur in the previous position. So this is the hydrophily. In hydrophily, that is some adaptations is also there. Pollen grain lightweight, due to which they easily floats on the water. Mucus coated, due to which the wetting effect of water is not occur. Mucus coated, the pollen grains of pollen grains of plants which is pollinated by the water, their pollen grains are coating with the mucus. Colorful flower absent, colorful flower absent, and number of pollen grains formed in maximum amounts due to acid or sharp pollination will be there. So number of pollen grain is maximum. Then these are floating, lightweight, and mucus coated pollen grain is there. In some water plants, the pollination occurs through insect, and these are water lily. It is the water plants or hydrophytes, but in water lily, pollination occurs through insect. At these plants flower emerge from the water, and on that position, these different insects comes and they pollinated the plants through the. So in these plants, pollination occurs through the insects. Majority of plants, the maximally pollination occurs through the insect. That is known as entomophily. Pollination occurs through the insect, that is known as entomophily, just like wasp, insects, and birds, ants. These are help in the pollination of different plants. If the pollination occurs through the insect, these plants and the pollen grains are sticky, nectar present in flower, flower exposed, which are attract the different types of these insect. So they will come in contact with the insect and transfer the pollen grain from one plant to another plants. Some specific adaptations present in the different types of plants, and some types of association present in the different plants, just like moth and yucca. This moth and this yucca plant cannot survive without each other, because the moth laying their eggs inside the flower of yucca plants. Without the yucca plants, the moth cannot survive. And moth laying their eggs inside the yucca plants. So without the yucca plants, the moth cannot survive, and without the moth, yucca cannot survive. Whenever that laying the eggs inside the yucca flower of the yucca plants, they help or transferring the pollen grain from one plant to another plant. So these moths help in the pollination of yucca, and the yucca help in the laying of eggs inside the yucca flower. So both are interdependent to one to another, so help to each other. So both cannot survive with another. So such type of adaptations are examples present in the nature in which they help the one to another. So these are the different types of examples of pollination. In some plants, pollination occurs through bat. That is known as Charopterophily. Charopterophily. If the pollination occurs through bats, that is known as Ornithophily. The bats. Whenever pollination occurs through birds, that is known as Ornithophily. When it is occurred through bat, Charopterophily, and Malvacophily. when pollination occurs through snails, that is Malmacobilli. These are the different types of pollination. Entomobilli, that is insect. So these are the different types of pollination in which pollen grain transfer from anther to stigma.